Hi, I'm Senator Alex Padilla, and it's an honor to join all of you with the Sierra Club's Santa Lucia chapter. I want to begin by thanking Stephanie Carlotti, Mila Vujovic-Labar, and Janine Rands for inviting me to join you today. And I want to extend my personal congratulations and thank you to outgoing Director Andrew Christie on 15 years as Director. Thank you so much for your service. Now for me, environmental justice is personal. I grew up in the proud working-class community of Pacoima in the San Fernando Valley. I still remember, as a kid, marching with my mom to protest for the closure of a landfill in our community that was polluting our air. And I remember the smell of diesel exhaust that I'd breathe in riding the bus to and from school, or the smog that will settle in over the city, sending us home from school early on far too many occasions. So throughout my time in public service, I've worked to prioritize underserved communities and communities of color like Pacoima that face a disproportionate share of pollution. That's why last year I was proud to join my Democratic colleagues, including my friend Salud Carbajal, who's with you tonight, in passing the largest investment in our nation's history to combat climate change. The Inflation Reduction Act is committing $369 billion to clean energy, environmental justice, and climate change programs over the next decade. And we're finally investing billions of dollars for community-led projects to help clean up our neighborhoods in communities that are most impacted by the climate crisis. Now, I was also proud to secure tens of millions of dollars in the bipartisan infrastructure law to help California schools replace outdated buses with zero-emission buses, both to reduce emissions and to protect our students' health. But these historic bills are just the start. Environmental justice is also about ensuring access to green spaces. And too often, Black, Indigenous, and communities of color lack access to quality parks and recreational opportunities. That's why in the Senate, I've introduced the Outdoors for All Act, which would invest in new parks and open spaces, upgrade existing ones, and help residents of urban communities access nature. And finally, environmental justice also means respecting our federal trust responsibilities and recognizing tribal stewardship of the land around us. I'm glad to hear that today you'll be discussing the proposed designation of the Chumash Heritage National Sanctuary. I support the designation of this sanctuary off the Central Coast, and I was encouraged to see the Biden administration's official draft designation. But we're not done yet. I'll continue fighting to protect California's natural resources, to reduce harmful emissions, and to protect our planet for future generations. And I'm so grateful for all that you do to get more Californians outdoors and to build that greener future along the Central Coast. Thank you.